Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Mrs. Force, and this year for U.S. History you will either have myself, Mrs. Force, or you will have Mrs. Thomas. We do actually team teach our classes together, so you will be with other students at the same time, and we both have our course set up exactly the same. So the information that I'm going to go over here applies to both classes, no matter which teacher you have, and I'll show you where you can find information about which particular teacher is your grading teacher. So here in our course home, you want to make sure that you have U.S. History here up top. Our banner, we might be changing this. We now have new capabilities to be able to change the picture, so we might be changing that throughout the year. Here we have class updates, and it's where you're going to find the information about any unread feedback on written assignments that maybe after we've graded it, we've given you feedback. We always recommend that you read that, revise your written assignments, and resubmit. And it also tells you how many discussions that you might have that are unread. So try to keep your class updates down. Make sure you're reading your discussions, make sure you're reading your class or your assignment feedback. Over here you have your Class Connect sessions in which you can access them right from here. You have your class plan, which will give you the schedule of what's coming up and what assignments are due. And you also have your class announcements. We post an announcement every week with the assignments that are going to be due over here in the far right hand column, as well as what topics we're covering each day. And we attach a picture here that if you would like to print it out and have it handy for yourself, that is perfectly fine. Down at the bottom of the announcements we have the U.S. History disclaimer. This disclaimer is just kind of reminding you that, hey, not everything is perfect in history. We're going to study it all, but you are able to form your own opinions. You just need to respect the opinions of others. You can also access your email from here, and there's some other quick links for you as well. So let's look at the plan. Again, you can use the different options up here. You can change it so that it's just U.S. History or it's all of your courses. You can make it a list and then print it out to make sure that you check off when things are completed. And you can even add your own tasks, whether they are from other classes or personal. So great place to keep all of your information and all of your assignments, all of your tasks organized. For content, you will see down the left hand side is your table of contents. So let's click on that first. And in the table of contents, if you are a new student, you will see the new student orientation folder show up at the top. When you scroll down, you will see our welcome. There's actually a link to this video that you're watching right now. You may have accessed it already either through this link or through the email that we sent you. Also in the new student orientation folder, once you have completed watching the video, there will also be a quiz that shows up underneath here. It's not activated yet, but it will show up. So once you've, as a new student, watched the video and you're familiar and you've gone through all the course materials, make sure that you then return and complete the new student quiz. Next in the table of contents is the course materials. This is where you're going to find your teacher contact information. For students who have me, it will show up with my information. And for students with Mrs. Thomas, it will show up with her information. This is the teacher that you are going to contact if you have questions about grades or attendance. Although when we are in class, you can ask any teacher any question whatsoever. Think of us both as your classroom teachers. When it comes to assignments or it comes to attendance, we are each responsible for our own rosters. So make sure that you're contacting the correct teacher by coming to the Teacher Contact Information tab. Next is the course syllabus, or what you really need to know. We give a little introduction and background as to who we are and what we've done and how long we've been here at Agora, and some personal information about our lives. So feel free to review that. We also go over classroom expectations. These are things that we expect from you as students, but also what you as students can expect from us as your teachers. So make sure that you review those. You have the graded assignments guideline. Talks about what is going to make up your grade and what the expectations are for both computer graded items, those would be quizzes and tests, or teacher graded assignments, those would be written assignments, study guides, or projects. Speaking of assignments, we have a due date and a late policy. Due date just tells you when everything should be handed in by. Every Friday at 3 p.m. we will enter zeros into the gradebook for any assignments that were not completed yet that week, just so you know how your grade will be impacted by not completing it. But you do have an entire week and a half more to be able to complete the assignment before it will lock. Please keep track of those lock dates, and I will show you where in a moment here. Make sure that you are not having those assignments turn into permanent zeros because you did not complete them before the lock date. Next in our table of contents, we have our course policies. This is a course overview, very extensive description of the course, as well as all of the information that you need to know. So if you want more details about the course, feel free to click on the course overview. Grading and late policies, same information that was in the syllabus, just here as a reminder with an example of when the assignments are due. So for example, in this week, the written assignments would be due on the 17th and on the 18th. Zeros will go in at the end of the day on Friday the 18th. And then you would have all of the following week and the next weekend to be able to complete those assignments before they would lock. And information about the grading policy again. Here's the history disclaimer that was in the announcements and Agora's academic integrity. So make sure you're not plagiarizing and review that information. We have a how-to documents section again. Here is going to be a link to the U.S. History Overview video for everyone, even if you are not a new student. Some information how to sign up for reminders with course notifications. Monitoring class progress so you know where you are and what your grades are, so some information on how to do that. How to check incorrect answers on a quiz. Here are directions to be able to know exactly what you have gotten incorrect, so you know what you need to change when you take the quiz or test the second time. Reading originality reports. These are once you've submitted an assignment, you can go back and see what information the computer will pull as being copied or plagiarized, so that you can see that information, and if you'd like to, you can make sure that you revise it and then resubmit your assignment for grading. How to save whiteboard slides, both from a live session and from recording, because those can basically serve as your notes. And then some other generic K-12 Agora how-to videos and documents. And when we get into the course, there's one more thing of writing resources. We have in here EasyBib directions on how to use that to create citations, a correcting and proofreading checklist, as well as a KWL chart, what you know, what you want to know, and what you've learned. Continuing on down in the table of contents is the online textbook. This is the link that you will use. You will click here and it will open it up and show you have two different options, either an online textbook or a web-based version. Decide which one that you like better. They both have slightly different features, but make sure that you bookmark it and call it U.S. History Textbook, so that when you're in your assignments and you're working, you don't have to come back to the table of contents, click on the textbook module, click on the link, and then click on it to open up the web page. So just a lot easier if you bookmark it to begin with. Now the course itself is going to start here with the content down in orientation week and really in week 1, because we don't really have much in orientation week. Just information about what you are supposed to do. We have no actual U.S. history classes this first week of school. But in week 1, you will see here is the announcement that actually was on the home page. We put it here again in the actual week so that you have a reminder of exactly what is going to be going on. And you'll see there's 2 folders. You have a week 1 lessons folder and a week 1 assignments folder. In the lessons folder, this is going to give you all of the content information that you will be learning. Notice here we have no sessions on Monday or Tuesday, but when we get to getting to know the course, there is some information there and why we study. You will also find occasionally we put information in here from the day that it was, from the slides from the day that we went over the information if it is not covered in K-12 content. But most of the time this is exactly where you're going to find that K-12 content that you want to go through. You want to look at the activities, look at the resources that are there for you, and utilize that on a daily basis. You also have your week 1 assignments, and in your week 1 assignments this is going to be what needs to be completed and graded for the week. For week 1, the first one is a getting to know you discussion. It shows you when it will start, when it is due, as well as when it locks. So notice here in the descriptions, under the week it says locks on 9/20. Under the lessons it says locks on 9/20. Under the assignments it locks on 9/20. And then even in the assignment itself, you'll see that it ends on 9/20. That is the date that you can no longer hand in the assignment for credit. Then we also have a quiz for week 1 as well. So the different assignments that you need to complete for the week will be located right there in the assignments folder. The last thing I wanted to show you is the grades tab. This is where you can monitor your progress. Recommend that you do this every day, if not at least once a week. Make sure that you're logging in. Again, it shows you when the assignments are going to permanently lock and no longer be available. It also tells you when the assignments are going to be due. Make sure that you are keeping up with your assignments and that you very easily can find out what assignments are currently due by looking at the date. If the date has not passed yet and there's nothing in this location right here, that means you can still work on it. If a 0 is there, you want to make sure that it hasn't passed the lock date. If a 0 is there and it's not past the lock date, you want to replace that 0. You want to complete that assignment, go back into your plan, or go back into the content and complete the assignment. So make sure that you're monitoring this daily. It will give you your running grade up here up top. It doesn't right now because there are no grades. But it will make sure that you have that running grade up top so you know exactly overall what your grade is for the course. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have questions or concerns, please make sure that you're asking in class. Or, as I had said before, go to your content, see which teacher is yours, and you can email that teacher. So remember, you go to the table of contents, and under course materials, your teacher contact information, and we'll help you out. Thank you so much, guys. I'm looking forward to a great year, and we'll see you soon.